I'm Anthea Adams and I'm the tutoring coordinator for our department. This entails arranging tutor and mentor training as well as assisting my colleagues with tutor application and claim forms. Our tutors and mentors are senior students who excel academically. In addition, they also have excellent interpersonal, leadership and communication skills.
Is why we need tutors and mentors. Research has shown that a large number of our students start off at academic institutions and they're quite unprepared for the challenges, both socially and academically. We believe that peer mentoring and getting students in that are basically at the level of the first years would enable them and encourage them to speak openly in a class environment and be able to reach a more successful level. At the same time, we also believe that our tutors, because it's a reciprocal process, as tutors are learning so much as well. And we find that a lot of tutors that have gone into the tutoring process have become even more successful, but at the same time benefiting our first years. And we hope that in that way we'll contribute so much more to the success of our students.
These are just a few of our tutors and mentors for the 2013 academic year.
My name is Kiten Lengo. I'm a second-year human resource student. The reason why I want to be a tutor is that I understand that for personnel and end user, it's difficult for students as a first year to understand computer because some students come from different schools whereby they didn't do computer as a subject. And then when they get here in tertiary, here it's difficult for them to adapt to their lifestyle because the computer here, you use it for everything, for typing, for assignments. So it becomes a problem for them to even do their assignments in Word. So I believe that I can contribute more and help them.
And my expectations for the year is that I learn from my fellow colleagues and the students that I'll be tutoring as far as cultural background.
For me, I want to be a tutor as a way of giving back. From what I experienced last year from my tutors last year, they were not just tutors for, you could call them at any time whenever you have a problem, because sometimes in a class environment you don't have the confidence to speak out about the things that you don't understand. But when you have a tutor that you can just call at any time, and when you go to a tutor one-on-one sessions, it's easier. And I gained a lot last year because I've actually managed to get distinctions, and I do not think that I would have got those distinctions without the help of Chipano.
And I'm going to be a tutor for end-user computer. The reason why I chose end-user computer is because last year we didn't have a tutor for end-user. Even at times where we had some problems with the computer, then we didn't have someone to consult or to contact, and then it was a problem.
You must be able to communicate like with a close-up person, to be able to explain their work in closer. When you speak to an English person, you need to interact and speak in English. We believe that supporting diversity, it's important.
It would be an advantage to the students having someone who can communicate to them in their mother tongue.
CPUT is giving them the chance to speak their own languages in class, to ask me whatever they want, and I'm going to answer them in the way that they're going to understand.
I can communicate with them with Zulu, Xhosa and Sotho, and also I can also speak 6 official languages in South Africa.
The role of the tutor is paramount in terms of ensuring face-to-face contact, and of course in terms of the diversity of students at CPUT nowadays, the necessity for a variety of languages such as French and Chinese to be tutored in their mother tongue.
Tutoring has had a very, very big impact on our pass rate. Remember, our pass rate is measured in the following way. If students have a 50 or 60% pass rate, then that subject is regarded as a risk subject. If the pass rate is between 60 and 80%, that pass rate is regarded as good. But if the pass rate is above 80%, then that pass rate is regarded as above average. For the past 2 to 3 years, we've had a pass rate that has been above 80%, and tutoring has played a very, very important role in that regard.
My name is Mrodan Chapano. I was a tutor for the whole of last year, 2012. I was tutoring business communication accounting for personal practitioners and quantitative techniques and any other subject that the first years were doing that they had problems in. And this, I've gained a lot of experience from being a tutor. I've acquired leadership skills. I was very happy when I came from the holiday to find some of the students coming to me chatty with happy faces, thanking me greatly for they had passed the examinations.
After I have acquired some of the skills from the training, for the 2-day training, I managed to share the skills with the students. For example, they were asking us how to ask questions, probing questions, asking question, directing question, indirect question. Maybe if the student asks you a question like how to calculate standard deviation, we might then pose a question to them. How do you think are you supposed to tackle that situation, such that the students make the students involved?
When I came, I was first of all scared. And second of all, I didn't know how to approach the lecturers because the setting is quite different from high school. So my tutor was Mr. Roderick. He helped me very much in understanding the content in which was expected from me and what exactly the lecturers wanted me to do.
What I learned last year is that when you are being tutored, you must be patient and you must be punctual. And that is what I did. No wonder why last year I had to help other students, though I was not an official tutor and I wasn't trained, but I helped a lot of students last year with their assignments and giving them guidance.
My first year was very challenging with the language. The language was my barrier because I'm not English speaker. I learned how to share knowledge with others, how to work in group, and it was very good for me to work with tutors because I passed on my subject.
I think tutoring is a very important thing for students, and it was a very important thing for me last year.
I was tutored by Maxwell Sunday in statistics because it was difficult for me. I failed the subject the first year, but the second year it helped me to do all the exercise and I passed it.
The way they explained things, it was just crucial and very rich because I passed all my subjects.
But I remember my first test in statistics, I failed it with 34%, first time ever failing anything. And it was very scary. And then later on in the year, when I finished writing my exam, I nearly passed with a distinction.
Mr. Capondoro helped me to have a more analytical approach in terms of how to think outside of the box.
The plan, especially with this year, is to have at least 2 tutors who will be there to assist the students in dealing with issues relating to the material, i.e. Where they don't understand the material adequately or where they have specific challenges around the material, and then helping them to complete these exercises successfully.
I am proud to say that because of our tutoring program via Fundani, we achieved accreditation, and we received this accreditation from the South African Board for People Practices.
I think the role of tutors is very important for our institution. I'm going to use it this year for my 3rd years as well as for my 2nd years. Students feel more relaxed and at ease when they talk to their peers, and it helped me a lot in the past.
I think a tutorial program will be successful if it is well defined, well organized, and funded as well, because it's the funding that attracts the tutorial assistants. And I would really like to see that in the Human Resource Department.
First of all, let me say that the tutorship program is very important to any university because that is how we are able to support students beyond the contact period they have with their lecturers. And we want to continue with it well into the future, using tutors in various capacities to help with the teaching and learning programs of the university and the department. We want to hope that the funding will continue for the tutorship program so that we are able to sustain this program. Thank you very much.